What's going on? Z-Man the Tech here. Thanks for tuning in to Snoley Games once again. Definitely appreciate it as always. Today we're going to be taking a look at Victor Vran, or Victor Vran, however you pronounce it. It's actually coming out for Switch in a few days, couple days or so. So I figured I'd do a little gameplay of it, kind of give you a heads up on what to expect. It's actually a really great game. I actually own it on Steam, and that's the actual version I'm going to be using this evening. But without much further ado, I'm going to hop into where I am currently in the game, which I'm actually, I've been grinding a little bit. I'm like level 10 now, got quite a few abilities, and yeah, I don't know. I could do a video of the intro if you like the first 15-20 minutes or so. It's more or less a tutorial kind of thing, and there are plenty of videos up right now, so I figured I'd just kind of jump in and show you the gameplay. So let's go ahead and take a look.
The survivors are gathered around the war table. There's tension in the air. There's also fear. There are not enough guards to hold the castle. Irene has been missing for a while now, and they think that I've left them for good. The Queen still insists on continuing the fight. She asks them to do the impossible. What they need now is a sliver of hope. I've changed my mind. I'll stay.
At last you see. We will overcome the invasion.
This is not an invasion. I now know what is happening here. The city is a trap for hunters.
And what would you do?
Spring the trap.
All right. There we go. All right. So as you can see, it definitely has that kind of aesthetic to it. If you're a previous player of Diablo or any kind of game like that, but right away you can kind of just see like the art style, and you know, your HUD at the bottom is pretty nice. So yeah, this is kind of like the hub world. Once you start playing, you'll know what I'm talking about. From here, you know, you can kind of trade with this guy here, and then when Irene is not missing, she usually is occupying this spot here, and her weapons are typically better, more rare type items, a lot more expensive. So yeah, definitely that. So yeah, oh sorry, so right off the back here, let me show you what we've got here. I'm actually using an Xbox One controller, but I guess during the time of making this, or for the simple fact that 360/Xbox One controllers are the standard for PC, is why we have this automatic layout here. But, you know, in a nutshell, kind of just wanted to showcase what, you know, the kind of control scheme, what to expect on that. Of course, you can use a standard keyboard mouse as well, whatever is more comfortable for you, if you're playing the PC version. But for the Switch one, when it comes out, just kind of recorrelate the buttons to, I guess, the applicable symbol or letter. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of just breezing through this to show you what all to expect here. Oops. So I think that's kind of a weird thing too. Make sure you pay attention to how it says to navigate it, because D-pad actually moves the item if you want to put it in a particular order, but selecting it would be the left joystick. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure I have the strongest of all the weapons before I start selling these things. Like, currently I'm at the vicious shotgun's at 2347, so I'm definitely keeping the lightning one. Ooh. Okay. Now I didn't know I had that. 24. 40, 29, 39. Okay. Yeah, let's equip second. So you have basically kind of a two-handed deal. Depending on the costume you choose for Victor, basically there are certain stats, things like that, that do differ. So keep that in mind, and pay attention when you decide to choose which costume, because you're going to have a choice, especially on the Nintendo Switch version. It's going to be the complete inclusion of all DLC, so you're going to have a few more options and things like that. So let's see here. Oops. So yeah, I think I've already switched that, so yeah. I only have two of these. Let's see. Of luck, executioner. Oh, sorry, greedy side. Okay, yeah. Keep the ones I have up top. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go talk to this.
A crazy decision, Victor, to stay and fight. Try not to lose your mind, like our beloved queen and all the rest. They're doomed, all of them. No point in trying to save them. But I will gladly sell you some potions, regardless.
Huh. That's funny. All right, so we will. So I'm gonna shoot over here, start selling some stuff that I know I'm not gonna use. Sell as why? And it's an immediate sale too, so be careful once you make that decision to do so. That gaining of health is pretty nice though. I figure I can use the money to get something even better. So the constant struggle of playing these kind of games, you gotta make some sacrifices and whatnot. Ooh, okay. 71 101 or 76 101. Huh. Okay, I don't want to sell that. The duelist, huh? It's pretty cool. So 29 to 54. No settings. Oh, it's better. Should have been sold these. These are pretty weak. Okay. Alright, some of these I'm going to hold on to for reasons. Alright, now let me make sure I equip the better of it. Two here, okay. I like to keep my hammer as the main and keep my gun as the secondary. And because I'm OCD, I'm going to move these around. It's bugging me. Wait, I had another? Oh. It'll be alright. Just for the sake of the gameplay, we'll keep it moving. I can always do this stuff later. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Alright, so supposed to talk to this guy, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to look for Irene. Do you know where she went?
Whoops.
You?
I backed out.
Why are you parading around here instead of hunting monsters?
Oh, use the map to travel to hunting grounds. I guess I skipped it. Whoops. Okay, it takes you there automatically. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hop in and to the hunting grounds here. So, like I said, I'm to the point where I'm looking for Irene. A little bit of ways in, but there's still plenty of story and whatnot. This is just kind of showcasing the gameplay, like I said.
For your delicious little girlfriend. Oh, that's so sweet. I'll help you find the doll.
Okay, so if you got a chance to look at the control scheme, basically, oh, those are still alive. Basically, X button or left face button would be your standard attack. The top face button would be special, and the right one is special too. You can jump with A, or bottom one rather, and you can do an evasive roll with your left shoulder. And both triggers are basically kind of like a demon type move. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and keep trekking here. Oh, yeah, I pulled out the hammer because I figured these guys probably could take some pretty strong hits. This is my first time actually seeing this type of enemy, so kind of playing it cautiously here. Just healed myself with a potion, which is with the left D-pad button. Okay, in this game, actually, like I said, is you could do either. You have a few options of play, and right now, of course, I'm doing single player local, and you can do co-op local on one console, and it is actually multiple player online, which is pretty cool.
Choices, choices. Which way to go? If you feel so inclined to take the west road, give my regards to the hangman, will you? Haven't had the chance to hang out with him for a while now.
Creeping up, I'm losing health there. Gotta be more careful. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Jeez. Forgot these things. Ah, they freaking break on you. You gotta watch out for these guys. They're pretty ridiculous too. So right there, when you see like the kind of blue airwaves coming off of me, it's kind of a perk that activates that allows me to kind of move more swiftly for just a little bit of time. There's quite a few passive abilities that you can gain. If I can gain a level up, which it looks like I will pretty soon, I'll kind of showcase how that works as well. Oh, he is not playing. take the range approach on this. Oh. So we'll play through this mission, and you know, I'll leave you to make that final decision. But as you can see, if you're into this genre, it's definitely really fun. A lot of fun to be had with this, especially if you have someone to play with, even by yourself. I can see this doing really well on the Switch, so I'm kind of excited. Last time I checked, I believe it's going for about $39.99, but it's based off the qualities, which you can see here, it's definitely worth it. Let's see. And these guys just keep coming back. You gotta be careful with those. Some enemies do have that particular behavior, so you gotta be careful. You gotta use that roll to the best of your ability. Just like in games like Enter the Gungeon, it's pretty essential. There we go. I believe I have a level up now, so let's I think this is health. I don't want to waste that just yet, so I'll take that gold though. Yes. Okay, so what we'll do, okay, oh yeah, destiny cards, so that's what I meant to say. You get destiny points, and then also destiny cards here. So let's see here, you get to choose. You get your level up stat increase plus an option of one of these. Let's see here, 7% life steal with weapon attacks. That's pretty cool. Alright, and this one lowers cooldown of consumables by 25%. Unique. You can't equip more than one copy of this card. Okay, so now I know you can do more than one copy. So I'm still learning about what you can and can't do in this game. It's pretty legit. And you have the gift boxes. It is kind of a randomized thing. Thankfully, it's all in-game. Because I just, ever since like loot boxes and things like that, it's just left a bad taste in my mouth. But thankfully, like I said, this is all in-game, so no issues there. It really does vary as far as the type of equipment it is, so I don't really gamble with it too much. If I see a nice perk like this one here, this the vampire perk, it's pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. Okay, let's keep going here. Whoa. This stuff will up and burn you there, so Devil's Throat. Wait, how many things are there? It's okay. jeez. Watch out for that. It will mess you up. Okay. Nothing else over there. Little regen never hurt anybody. Actually wants us to go this way, so see if I can follow that to the best of my abilities. Some more drops here. See what we're looking at. I think I want to kind of try that out a little bit. Oh, yeah, I've tried that before. Kind of like, you can electrocute certain enemies, but it doesn't really seem like it would only benefit against a certain type, is what it seems like. Okay, could be pretty good there. It's alright though. Oh my goodness, my health. Oh, I got that dude posted up there. Hold up. I'm about to get away with that. Yeah, you gotta destroy that dude. I think that's the dude. That's the creature that actually spawns that firewall curtain deal. Okay. Goodness. Oh. Piercing lightning. Oh. These lightning guns are everywhere. Oh. Okay. Got a level up action again. Bombs. Dazing or 500 damage. Stunning could be useful. You got more this way. That's what it seems. What is that? Ah, goodness. Oh wait, that's a...
The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Another ghost here.
Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for a world's more full of weeping than you can understand.
Okay, and just so you're aware, what I'm doing is actually alternating between the shots. Your standard shot with any gun is typically going to have the fastest cooldown time, so I kind of like to alternate between. And then you can. The cool thing is your cooldown is only applicable to the weapon in hand at the time. So if you run out of cooldown for your special attacks on the gun, you could quickly switch over to your melee or whatever you set as your secondary, which is pretty nice. I never tried to do dual wielding of guns. That would be pretty interesting too. But you still could technically only use one at a time, if I'm understanding correctly. So, but it is nice to kind of work the system on cooldown time. Oh, that's why. One of these big guys, hammers. We got these guys trolling over here. Reach the watchtower ruins. Okay. Okay. It's actually not much further. Okay, and I used, right there was the little summon move. It needs to be leveled up, honestly. Like, when you first get it, it helps. But these enemies are significantly stronger once you get to this point in the game. So. Oh goodness. Okay. Alright. This is where it wants us to get to. So here's what we can do. Watchtower ruins. I'll know to go back there once I start the game again, but I think from here is a good point to go ahead and make a stopping point. But yeah, Victor Vran, just kind of wanted to showcase some of the gameplay. I absolutely love it. I think I kind of wish that I realized I had it sooner. I would have been playing the crap out of this game. So, especially between, I still play like a lot of the older games in this genre, like Diablo 2. I still play that. And yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yeah. I do play a lot of the classics, but this right here is definitely a good nod in the right direction for keeping the genre strong, keeping it moving. I think it's going to do very well on the Nintendo Switch for sure. Especially, I don't know how the outlook. I guess it's good that it's coming out before Diablo 3 does, because I know once that comes out, you know, there might be a good bit of competition there for sure. I mean, Diablo's a way larger brand. So that's going to be interesting. But in the meantime, I definitely say it's definitely worth the hard-earned cash. So, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep it locked to Snoley Games for more content, more gameplays. Thanks again.